I hope everybody's having a good day. Share a couple of dreams from May the 26th. And these are some more, about the fishing. So I will just read the dream. We'll just get right into it. I dreamed that I had gone to Rocky Mountain, public fishing area in Rome, Georgia. Everyone was catching fish. Well, and I was just discouraged that I missed out, and the others, everyone else caught fish one right after another. And I just, for some reason, couldn't do it. And they were catching, crappie, it said, if you're in the north, and crappie if it's in the south. And, they just caught them one right after another, and, all of a sudden, the dream changed, and I seen one of them's fish, on the bank, and them sitting beside them, and the fish just morphed into this ring. The fish were just laid out like a ring, and the ring, their fish just started flaming, and flames coming out of them, and I just watched the fish they all caught burn, and I woke up, and look at that, the rocky soil like I was telling you. And a lot of you hadn't noticed probably in the Bible that Romans 13, the number 13, represents sin and rebellion. And we're supposed to follow the law, while we're here. Talking about man's law, the reasonable laws of the land. It's what that's talking about. Romans 13. And the Babylonian spirit and stuff like that. And it's only for a season. And they were catching fish for the world. A lot of the seed fell on the rocky soil. And for some reason I couldn't do it in this dream because I'm not of this world. Is what it's trying to point out and hint at. And, I'm not fishing, for the kingdoms of this world and things like that. And so they turned into a ring shape, into a ring of fire, and the flames came out of them. The children of this world, the Bible says, without Jesus you'll go to hell. Chad didn't say that, the Bible says that. And they talk about the Pacific Rim and all that being the ring of fire. And I woke up, it's pretty straightforward. The second dream, I dreamed I saw some house in the front yard. The front yard is a future event. It represents, and a house, represents a body. And winter weather, ice had been bad. Spiritual coldness had been bad. And the trees had gotten all the weight they could stand. Trees represent people, nations, and cities, like I told you before. All the weight they could stand. Sin is a weight. And I saw trees falling over, in this yard. And one person, as one huge tree uprooted and fell over, they said this, they said, "Oh my God." And then the tree fell over. And that represents judgment, a nation being uprooted and things like that. Or the city, or, depending on the dream. So I went over into the yard, and the yard is like where you hang out in your thoughts, where your mind hangs out, the yard. And then a voice said, Canada. Well, that word means settlement, village, and land. That nation, Babylon, that city, and all the inhabitants. Settlement, village, land means Canada. So a voice said, Canada. Well, then another person said they need to get their trees cut today. And that's like, well, when is the judgment going to be? like the courts, up in heaven deciding, well, when is the judgment going to be? They need to get the trees cut, today. Is what that's referring to. And get that cut, meaning judgment is imminent. It's going to be cut off. And I never saw anyone take a chainsaw and cut up the tree. If you choose Jesus, you won't have to be cut off, and you won't see being cut off. You'll go be with him. And these trees also had something to do with America, which is obvious. Babylon is cut off, in an hour. And go find that in Revelation 18. And then I heard at the end of the dream the song by Johnny Cash. America is the cash cow of the world. And Johnny, I think that name means, like the gift of God's gift or something like that. The Johnny. And America, was blessed, and it's the cash cow. Johnny Cash, the Ring of Fire is what song I heard. And I heard it singing, I fell into a burning ring of fire. It burns, 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 the ring of fire. And I woke up, and again, the ring of fire is like around the edge of the Pacific Ocean. And those are the two dreams that I had. Just thought I would share those May 26th, and I hope everybody has a blessed day. And remember to win the fishing tournament. Win it for Jesus Christ. That's the tourney that really matters, and that's the tourney you need to win. Fishing souls for Jesus Christ. Everybody has a blessed day.